I just finished my okay. 4 years ago, I had a life-changing experience. I was at the gym on the Air Force Base, and it was about 6:30 in the morning, and I just finished my morning workout, 30-minute aerobic workout, and I went to meet up with some friends that I work with to do some calisthenics when I wasn't feeling real good. And I wasn't having any pains or anything, but I just wasn't feeling that good. But I kind of wrote it off because it's 6:30 in the morning. You know, probably didn't get that much sleep the night before. So I walked out of the area I was in to get a drink of water from the water fountain, and I could feel myself passing out. As I walked out the door, I saw this aerobics instructor, who I happen to know, standing by the water fountain, and I just felt myself going, and that's the last thing I remember. Well, she caught me and began giving me CPR, I guess, and lucky for me, within her class, aerobics class that morning, there was a doctor and a nurse from the base who administered CPR, got me going, got the mobile defibrillators, which they had in the gym, and hit me. I guess my heart stopped. They hit me with the defibrillators and got me back, got my heart beating again and me breathing again, and they got me over to the hospital on base, where they did some checking to find out what was wrong with me. They weren't sure if it was heart, brain, or whatever. They eventually ruled out brain and took me, then transported me down to Miami Valley, where they determined that I had a massive heart attack, and I had 3 arteries that were 100% blocked and one that was 98% blocked. And so I ended up having quadruple bypass surgery, and I don't remember anything until 1:30 in the morning the next day, when I woke up out of surgery in the ICU. And it was there that I finally found out what exactly happened. Now, the odd thing about the story is that I did have some indications that I was having problems. This happened in October, so earlier in the year, in 2005, which was ironic because I turned 50 that year, but earlier in the year, I began to have some discomfort in my upper chest area, up into my throat, sort of a burning sensation, during my aerobic exercise. It would come about 10 minutes into the exercise, last for 5 or 10 minutes, and then go away by the time my exercise was finished. I later found out that the reason that happens is because as you exercise, your arteries dilate, and so when I first started exercising, I would get the discomfort, and then as I continued to exercise, my arteries relaxed and dilated, and the blood flow got better, and therefore the discomfort went away. And you know, just to emphasize, it was what I would describe as just discomfort. I had no what I would consider significant pain. And when I had the heart attack and passed out that morning in the gym, I had no pain. I just wasn't feeling that good. Had no pain whatsoever, though, at that point. So I began having trouble earlier in the year. I went to see a doctor, got referred to a cardiologist, and the cardiologist, after hearing how old I was and a little bit of family history and all that, his immediate reaction was, let's do a heart catheter, where they put a catheter up into your femoral artery in your groin area and put it up into your heart, and then go in there with some other devices and inject a dye and take pictures. It's a surefire 100% way of determining if you have blockages in the arteries of your heart. Well, I'd had nothing wrong with me ever as far as medical problems go, so I I was very reluctant to do this procedure, which has a lot of risks associated with it. So I asked the doctor if there was anything less invasive that could be done versus the heart catheter, and he said, yeah, we could do a thallium stress test where they inject you with a radioactive dye, and it goes into your bloodstream and up into your heart, and then they take pictures of your heart. So I did that, got the results back, sat down with the doctor, and he explained these pictures to me, and he basically told me that my chances of having a heart attack in the next 5 years were next to zero because these pictures looked so good. So I'm feeling better now. They allow me to go back to the gym. I start going back to the gym the next day, and a week and a day later, I ended up having this massive heart attack. So the bottom line was I should have listened to what the doctor recommended initially and had the heart catheter, because then the doctor would have seen the blockages and they would have kept me and done the bypass surgery before I had the heart attack, which would have been good, because once you have a heart attack, then all kinds of other issues happen because a part of your heart actually dies and cannot come back. So that's my story, and I guess I should have listened a little better to the doctor. Thanks. Okay. Just push the button again.